Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Come on in. Welcome to Lessons and Learning and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, coming to you live from the United States here, and I want to welcome you all. Make yourselves at home and come on in. I always invite everyone to make yourselves really comfortable. Bring a drink. I have a water, a Coke, and a coffee. Bring yourself a candle or some incense or crystals, whatever makes you feel really comfortable. And like this is the sacred hour where you can just leave the rest of your life at the door and come and spend the hour with me connecting to spirit. We're going to do lessons and learning and wisdom and readings with spirit. So this is an hour of sacred time for you. Even if you are here on the rebroadcast, you can use this special time. And in the readings and the wisdom that come through, there is going to be something for everyone. So even if you're not the one getting a reading or you're watching the rebroadcast, Spirit always makes sure that they share with wisdom and lessons for, to make sure everybody on there gets something out of it. Okay. Welcome, Mariana. Welcome, Carisha, Linda, and Catherine. Thank you guys for sharing. That's wonderful. I'm also going to take a moment while people are logging on. I just invited you guys to light your candles, bring your crystals and incense to get the ambiance for you. But I'm also going to light some incense for us today, as usual, when I'm here at home. This is something that in my Awakening Your Intuition group and mastermind, we talk about a lot. What are the benefits of, like I usually do this in nature. I love to do this outside in nature because nature is the great spiritual communicator and healer. But, my internet doesn't work out there at home very well. So instead, I'm just going with the candles and the incense. And it really helps to change your mindset. It alters your senses a little bit so you can change your frequency and calm your nervous system and get more focused on a special hour of not just running around thinking like a crazy person like most of us do all day long, right? Hello, Julie. Let's see. Also, it looks like all of you actually, I haven't seen a lot of regular Facebook users on here recently. But if you guys are watching for the first time and you haven't already subscribed to Veronica's Find Me a Medium channel or haven't liked the Find Me a Medium Facebook page yet, just make sure that you can log in and register with StreamYard for free. And then those of us reading can see who you are and you can comment. Okay. That allows you to participate a little bit more. I find that the more you participate, the more you get out of it, right? So just being engaged, whatever that means, listening to it or, asking questions, that sort of thing. Hi, Linda. We'll get to messages in just a moment, okay? So for those of you that are new on the rebroadcast, I do things a little bit differently. I ask people to please not pop on and ask for messages right away. You can, but the reason is actually more for you than it is for me. It's so that you can take a time to just get settled with us, to get in your center. And this is really important because the receiving of the guidance and the readings from spirit is every bit as important as what I'm doing. Okay. It's the frequency you're sending out will determine what it is you're going to pick up and do with those messages. We're going to be working with your entire spirit teams today. That means your angels, your guardian angels, your loved ones that have crossed over, including your animals, your spirit guides, all of those wonderful beings there on the other side. And so in order for you to be more receptive to the messages that come through for you today, it's really important that your mind isn't racing, that you're not in a frequency of need. Oh, let me make sure I'm one of the ones that get a reading today. Let me ask for a reading the most. I've got to get this answer from this reader too. That kind of frequency sets a different tone. So no matter what comes through me for you, you won't be as receptive because there's usually a call to action in my readings. So, and I would say probably in most readings, there's some guidance there. And so if we're locked in a certain answer that we want, or we're panicked to get information, then it's harder for us to really fully receive what's being given to us. Okay. Hi, Joe. Welcome. Hi, Julie. Hi, Diane and Edwina. So as we get started today, it's okay. You don't need to apologize. I just want to help use this time to guide and sort of maybe help get you guys into a habit of doing that, so that when you're on your own or you're getting readings with others, you can get in your center and you can learn to be a little more present, because that's where spirit is most powerfully connected to you. Okay, that's where you're most in touch with the observer behind your thoughts. Okay, so I'm going to ask Spirit to share. They always ask me to share some wisdom before we get started in readings. And I'm asking right now, what is it that they want me to share with all of you today? And this is similar to something that came through actually a week and a half ago. And so evidently there are some of you on here that are really needing to hear this. Okay. The message that Spirit wants me to share with all of you on here today is to really trust in the process. And this did come in about 2 weeks ago. They shared a very similar message. Don't forget to not only trust that things are always working out for you, no matter how it may seem, but to also trust in the process. And that means trusting in the things that we also don't like, the things that are uncomfortable, the things that make us believe that things are not going the way we want them to go in order to have the outcomes that we desire. Okay, this is really important, because it is in our trust, our faith, and our belief in our connection to spirit and to source. It is our belief and trust that things are working out for us, that God, source, spirit already has our best interest in mind, and that our spirit team is always working on our behalf, and the universe has our back, no matter how things may seem from our human senses and our human mind. It is in trusting that miracles happen, that quantum leaps happen, that things work out and surprise us. Okay, so I know it's very difficult, and it's actually something that you have to sort of develop as a practice and a habit. So that's why I take this opportunity, and Spirit takes this opportunity to use me on Monday and Tuesdays during the readings to help remind you of those things. Anyway, that is their message for us today. And I'm going to shuffle my cards. I brought the cards that I have on Monday, the Sacred Spirit Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Please remember that Spirit will just take me where it guides. I will go where Spirit guides me, okay? So if you do not get a message today, or for some reason I missed you and I haven't acknowledged you, it is not personal. I try to say hi and respond to all the comments that I can. Spirit asks me on the free online readings to be as efficient as I can, because I'm super thorough. So that's what I'm practicing, just so that I can give everyone, as many people as possible, reassurance, validation, and the messages that they need for today. Okay. And then if you need more, you guys can schedule a private reading with a reader you trust, or get on something like an angel party like I have, which is small group, semi-private online readings for a lower cost, or just keep doing free readings if that's what you need. It depends on the amount of depth that you want. Okay. You guys might want to get involved in some classes, or learn to build your intuition, or take a yoga class. Okay. That's up to you to intuitively decide if you need something more in depth. Okay. But this is what Spirit asked me to do, so this is what I'm doing. Hi, Kelly O'Neill. All right, let's see. You tune in from Australia. Oh my gosh, 6:15 a.m. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I love it when you guys share where you are listening from. That's amazing, Sally. Welcome. Hi, Casey. Welcome. That is great. All right, let's see what we have here. Also, guys, if you have more specific questions, that's also welcome, because again, on the free online readings, they go by more quickly. They're not quite as thorough, and it saves time having Spirit trying to give me all the details to catch up with what you might want. Okay. Let's see. Julie, welcome. All right, Carisha. Well, let's just draw a couple cards for you since you have a nice general question, and then we'll see what Spirit brings through and what Spirit draws me to select for you today in the cards. I don't need the cards, but the cards are so fun. I know you guys really enjoy these cards. So this is pretty cool, actually. All right, let's see what Denise has for you today. Aha. So I have gratitude and success for you today. The bluebell fairy is gratitude. Carisha, let me see here. And then, guys, I'll if I see messages so I don't lose them that I'm drawn to, I'll go ahead and star those. We have gratitude and we have success. Okay. Now, success can mean many things, so I'm going to start with that for a second. Okay. You're welcome, Sally. Success can mean many things. We have a world that's really obsessed with what we think success is. And success doesn't necessarily mean you're with your soulmate and you have a $3 million houses on the beach and you're making $1 million a year working 2 hours a week. That is not what success means. I'm on a live here. Hold on, let me cancel that. Sorry. That's not what success means. Success is very individual to you. Success might be, finally finding the freedom to, have your own business and make a living doing what you love. Success might be finding peace with your family or your spouse. Success might be, watching your children grow up joyful and happy. Success might be losing that weight or quitting smoking. So success can come in so many different sizes. So you'll know what this means for you, Carisha. But also gratitude. Now, gratitude is actually the key to success and abundance. So what your spirit guides are zooming in and cheering about on this beautiful card, you can see it's the Bluebell Fairy. I love this card. Fairies do exist, guys. And I think there's readers on here that specifically focus just on like elves and fairies and things like that. You can catch those lives. But this is so magical, and I think that's why she put the Bluebell Fairy on there. She's Diane, the woman that does these, Denise Lynn. She's a dimension walker like myself, and we really tune into fairies and elves and things like that. And fairies are big magic bringers. They really encourage magic in your life. But gratitude is really the key to success and the key to abundance. Okay. And so what I find in my years of mindset coaching and doing readings, most people believe that they are very, very grateful. They're very gracious. And what I find is that people are not as gracious as they believe themselves to be. They are gracious when they think they're getting what they want, but they tend to not be gracious when things are not going their way, or people aren't doing what they want, or they're complaining about things. And so most of us think we're very gracious. And the reason your spirit guides are asking me to share this with you is because they want you to elevate your level of gratitude. The things that perhaps you're not finding gratitude in, that you're very grateful for the things that you find that seem to be the answers to your prayers and, things in your daily life, but that there are things that when they're not quite going the way you think they should, they want you to make that shift, Carisha. And this is going to be a pivotal choice and action for you in creating the success that you're wanting. Okay. Which is, they're showing me right around the corner. All right. They're also tossed a third card out to me, which I'm going to hand off to you here, which is expansion. And what that means is that part of your success, they're showing me, is going to be expanding into not only just the things that you're envisioning and you'd like to have happen in your life, but even greater than that, beyond that. You're going to be delightfully surprised. So the recipe for you, Carisha, from your spirit guides. By the way, guys, if you want to join your Meet Your Spirit Guides event, that is the 29th of June. You can find me on my Facebook page, and I have it pinned to the top. If you think you guys would like to go more in depth with your own spirit guides. But Their recipe for you is the success. I think I have this the wrong way for you guys, don't I? Success. Okay. I'm going to try to do it in the order for you. Apply the gratitude that's going to lead you to the success. Okay. And then you're also going to get this bonus of expansion in your life. Okay. That means wonderful things you didn't imagine happening and opportunities coming your way in quantities and ways that you didn't imagine. Okay. So I see your next like 4 to 8 months is going to be really exciting with that stuff, Carisha. Here's your call to action, if you take a look at where you can up your gratitude. Okay. I know I'm being overly thorough here again, but this is what your spirit guides are telling me. And, you kind of, if you are listening more closely to what they're telling you, you'll find that that's been something they've been nagging you about, because they want you to get these things that you're dreaming of. Okay. So let's see. Hold on here. That's okay, Donna. No worries. You're not too late. Great to have you here. Let's see here. Let's see what Carisha says. Thank you, Sally. These cards are beautiful. I love them. Let's see. I'm learning to grow and raise my child on my own. So yes, that card comes in. Yeah. So there'll be lots of challenges there, but this is one of the things that the expansion is going to be really exciting for you, and you're going to have opportunities you didn't imagine. So just take those struggles and the hard times that you're having and the bumps in the road, and remember that obstacles are opportunities. Okay. And then apply these things. And what I have found, Carisha, I have worked very closely with my spirit guides my entire life. Like, I remember Aiden, my first spirit guide that I met, he was with me ever since I can remember. I was like 2 years old when I remember him. And just remember, your spirit guides are working very closely with you. And I have never found, I've been wrong before in my interpretations, but spirit is never wrong. Spirit guides are always spot on. So that was their clear message to you through the cards. I'm going to wish you all the best, and thank you for joining us today. And again, if you want to connect with me more, you can find me on the banner down there. And Veronica always has amazing readers on here every day of the week. You can connect with them as well. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Hey, Ann Swantek and Bernadette and Katie. Yay. All right, Carlene, let's do you next. Remember, you've got my mom's name, only hers starts with a K. Fantastic. So, Carlene, is this your first reading on here, or is this your first reading ever? I've seen you on here before. I'm sure you've gotten some readings before. Ronald, welcome. Good afternoon. And hello, Tanya. Hi, it's good to see you. Let's see here, Carlene. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, you get on, you don't get a reading. Well, that's okay, actually. What I find is spirit always guides us to whoever needs the reading the most. And I know you guys hear me say this a lot, and I'm not putting down online free readings, but understand that it's an energy exchange between you and the reader, and the work and the energy that it takes us, and spirit comes through us. And at least for me, it always guides me to who needs it the most. So, there's 2 ways to look at not being guided to, or 3 ways. Number 1, spirit will always choose to read for you and guide the reader to you at the perfect time for you. It might be that you're not receptive or thinking the right way to receive the message they have for you. Or it could be that there's so many reasons. It could be that you're going to have something come up and you're distracted with something, and so the reading wouldn't have the same impact on you. Or it could be that the timing isn't just right. So spirit always chooses who we pick to read by exactly the perfect timing of who really needs the reading. So you might think, oh my God, I need a reading so much, or I never get a reading. But remember Spirit's first message to you today when I popped on, and that was, you have to trust things are always working out for you. Trust that things are in process, even if they don't seem to be to you. Okay. So if you get on and you normally don't get one, that's okay. That might actually be a compliment from Spirit that, you didn't really need one as much as you think, or they're still trying to get through to you personally, and they will come through at just the right time. They might wait for the right reader or the right reader to be in the right frame of mind to get the right message just said just the right way. Okay. So we just have to really trust that spirit knows what they're doing. Goodness knows I have to do this when I'm doing this, right? Because I have to interpret, infinite amounts of frequency. And there's a lot of trust in my own abilities, in spirit, in all of you that has to go on for me every time I do this as well. All right. So, Carlene, what I have for you. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. All right. I have said hello a lot. You're right. I've said a lot of hellos, Carlene. Let's see. So there's a couple things. Funny, a spirit just came through and said to share what I just shared with you. But because your first card is acceptance. And that's kind of what spirit was just telling me to share with all of you. Like if you don't get on, you don't get a reading, just accept it and trust, right? Because, we don't always get what we want, guys, but what we want is not necessarily what we need. And it's not what our soul is necessarily wanting either. When you want something, it's purely egoic. Okay. It's an egoic thing. Then there's the draw and the inspiration and fulfillment and joy. And that comes from our soul. Okay. And that might be like an ongoing drive, like for me with animals, right? Or for you, if you really want children, right? Part of that might be really coming from your soul. And that's up for you to kind of figure out. But, acceptance is, in this case, your spirit guides are saying, look around in your life. There's all sorts of things that if instead of resisting them, that causes you some, maybe frustration or mindsets that make you feel not so happy. The resistance is the only thing that makes us unhappy in our mindset. And I can attest to this. I've been a mindset coach for 15 years because we're human, right? We're here for spiritual readings, but we're human. So we're still going to have man, I didn't get what I wanted, or that didn't go the way I thought it was going to. And that's our ego. All right. So getting past the resistance that actually allows you to follow spirit's guidance and create miracles and amazing manifestations in your life, transformations, growth, and abundance comes always first from acceptance. Okay. Which my favorite teacher, Eckhart Tolle, I encourage everybody to get and read The Power of Now. He always talks about being present, being in the now. That creates acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean that you're going to tolerate what you don't like or that you're not going to create something better that you like more. Acceptance simply removes the resistance that takes down the barrier that blocks you from everything your heart desires. Okay. So acceptance seems like you're giving in, but acceptance is actually surrendering the egoic mind and egoic blocks. So you can allow what you really want, what your heart really desires, to flow into your life. And it will always come in ways better than what you expect. Okay, Carlene? Now, out of this, Spirit also tossed a third card out at me for you. So that means you're also getting 3 cards. This doesn't always happen. I usually ask Spirit to just give me 2 for these free online readings so I can touch as many people as possible with Spirit. But today, Carlene, it's also sharing with me, this is going to lead to freedom and joy. Okay, freedom and joy. Now, the joy is actually what your soul is eternally. Happiness is a frame of mind. You can be happy or unhappy. You can feel confident or unconfident. You can be, frustrated or excited, anxious or excited. But joy actually only gets covered up by lack of acceptance. Joy is actually what you already are. It's your soul's nature. By nature, you're already joyful. So you can be unhappy and still be joyful. Okay. Have you ever met someone who's has a joyful soul? They're joyful even though they might be unhappy with their job or they want to move, right? So what they want to do, what your spirit guides want you to do, is they want to bring back the joy that they say you had as a child. Your laughter, your fun, your carefreeness. They said that's still there within you. And they're trying to kind of nudge you and give you signs to head back that direction, Carlene. Okay. So that's absolutely possible for you if they're throwing this out at us. Okay. But again, this is the hardest thing ever to do. Surrender and acceptance is the hardest thing to do. Okay. And again, it doesn't mean you're tolerating what you don't like. It means you're accepting things as they are right now so that it can be released and move on, and the joy and freedom can come your way. Now, the freedom actually is going to come in the form of having more freedom of choices of what you want to do, more freedom and flexibility in time, in what you get to do, in having more freedom to choose things that bring you joy. Okay. So I see this on the horizon for you. And it looks as though I'm asking spirit inside conversation, can you give me a time frame for Carlene? What are we looking at? Because as a human, you're going to want to know, how long is this going to take? Right. And really, a lot of that time is determined by us as people, if we do this or not. So it's going to be determined by, how well you take this advice and if you implement it, or if you implement it for 24 hours and then you're like, go get a different answer from a different reader. I don't want to do that. That's too hard. But it's doing the hard personal work that gets us what we want, guys. That's always what Spirit has shared with me, whether I'm doing mindset coaching or doing readings. Okay. So this is actually very powerful. It's a key for you. And as Spirit is coming back and trying to give me a time frame for you, one of the things they're saying is that this summer and this autumn that will be coming up in 2024 are very pertinent times for you. There's a window for you, Carlene, to make some amazing shifts so that these things can happen. So if you can kind of just, suck it up and grit your teeth and understand, what does acceptance mean? What things in your life are you not accepting, that you're resisting, that's causing you some struggle and suffering? Accept them as they are so that Spirit can drop that wall of resistance for you. Your mind can drop that wall of resistance and Spirit can move forward. Spirit will actually deliver this for you, because this is just blocking it from your perception. This is in your mind. This is not. Okay. So if you can do that, they're saying for this summer and for the autumn, and make that sort of a habit, that going into winter and the new year, you're going to have some elevated joy and freedom that was already there for you. It's already there, but it's going to start showing up in your life and manifesting in your life because you're going to allow it through the acceptance. Okay. So this is actually a very powerful message. And I hope that you're getting that, how powerful this is for you. Okay. That's what your spirit guides are sharing with me. So take that. Mwah, I'm sending you off with good luck. Come back. Let me know how it goes and keep me posted. Okay. Let's see here. You put others first, not my own happiness, and need to think about putting myself. And I actually argue with that, Carlene. I actually do not agree with that. In the coaching world lately, and this is running rampant, and I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay. There's a big difference between putting your own needs first. Yes. Staying in your center, taking care of your focus and what you feel is important, trusting yourself, trusting your spirit team, following your intuition. There's a big difference between that and putting yourself first, putting your happiness first. Okay. And some of you may argue with this, but I'm going to take a moment to say this because this is actually really, really important. Okay. I've been a mindset coach for over 15 years, and I have helped people transform their lives. I have taken so many coaching programs, I can't even tell you. And the theme that always comes out, especially for women, is make sure you put your own happiness first. Think about yourself first. Go first. And the reason I don't agree with that is because that is not what Spirit means when Spirit is telling you to take care of yourself. Spirit wants you to stand in your center. Spirit wants you to stand in your power. Spirit wants you to learn self-control. Spirit wants you to do the hard work by yourself. Spirit wants you to learn when to be still and silent. Spirit wants you to learn when to be present in the now. But that is very different than putting your own happiness first. Like, I feel like it's being taught, screw everybody else, put yourself first. All you have to do is get in a vehicle on the road and drive down the street, and you will see that we live in a world full of people being taught, me first, me first, me first, me first, put me first. I do not agree with that, because ultimately when you just think about yourself first, so I think your heart's actually in the right place, Carlene, because when we're teaching people to put themselves first, what are we really saying? Are we saying put your needs first, like your health, don't overextend yourself, learn to say no to people when you need to? Yes. Take care of yourself, get sleep, exercise, feed yourself. Don't let people abuse you. Yes, that I agree with. But if we're always focused on me first, me first, me first, we have a world of unhappy people. That will never make you happy, and it will not make you strong. Your strength is instead learning self-control, learning to be present, learning to stand in your power, remaining kind, thinking of others, putting others' needs is important, but not allowing others to drain you. And there's a huge difference. I don't have the time on here to explain all that. Okay, a lot of that is a mindset thing, but I want to throw that out there because that was a part of your response to my reading for you. And I do not think that's being taught. And that difference needs to be taught, because what we're teaching is we're teaching people to be greedy and selfish and put themselves first. And if you get on the road and you drive, people don't use their blinker, they cut you off, they honk at you, they rear end you, they tailgate you, they speed up ahead of you and cut you off. Why? Me first, me first, me first, me first. I got to go off the exit. And it's dangerous. And you can see on the road what we're teaching people. So what I would say, Carlene, is that you need to pull back into your center. Where is your center of power? Where are you listening to your intuition? Who are you not saying no to? So make sure you're saying no when you need to say no. Your spirit guides are nodding yes. Okay. You need to reel yourself in and not let others drag you in different directions, and trust yourself more. Okay. That's how you're going to take care of yourself. Remember, you are joy. Happiness and unhappiness is your mind. That's your ego. But joy, you're already joy. So what we really want to do is uncover your joy and your freedom, just like the cards that I drew for you said. When you do that, happiness will come naturally because you're going to be in alignment. Okay. So anyway, like I said, that's a coaching thing. I don't have time to go into that now, but your spirit guides wanted me to remind you that put your own happiness first is not really the right way to look at it, but it is standing in your center, standing in your power, where you're going to feel confident and connected and can follow your intuition. That will automatically help you in every area of your life. Okay. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Hold on one second here, guys. I want to see. Let's see. I don't look after myself. That's what I mean. Yes. So we got clear on that, right? All right. Excellent. Yes, you're drained. I can feel that. That's what your spirit guides are saying. So I hope that helped you and that guidance helped you. If you want to connect with me more about that, you can find me on my Facebook page. I do have masterminds where we work on this exact thing, that we combine the metaphysical and the spiritual and the mindset work. And I encourage that for everybody. But I think that getting those terminologies straight are exceedingly important, so you don't keep going in circles. Okay, Carlene? But your spirit guides are excited right now. So thank you for letting me read for you. They are excited to get that message through. Just keep me posted. I'm here every Monday and Tuesday at this time. Okay. Keep me posted, and you will get there. Okay. You will get there. All right. Hi, Ward. Welcome. Hey, Lauren. To take this fidelity, say no. Yes, start with that. Start to saying no when you need to. That's a great way to take care of yourself. Okay. And that came right from your spirit guides. Let's see. Cindy, I'm so excited. I'm taking up a life coach relationship. Yes, awesome. Very good. That can be very powerful, guys. I encourage you guys all to do the mindset work, because you're human. You are human right now. So that's the human part of you that has to participate in this. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to star yours, Ward, and get back to you. Let's see. Sharon, you as well. We'll get back to you. I'm going to scroll up here, guys. A couple people I starred first that were on here. Let's see. Let me quick do this first, and then we'll get on to the next reading. Hi, Casey. Let's see. If deeply regret wrongdoings to others, when to go home to spirit, do we need to repay karma for it all if we are incarnated? Okay, so this is a really good question. Casey, I've noticed you've had a lot of concern and really powerful questions in regards to that lately. Again, I think, joining something like my Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind group, which we meet every week and talk about these things. It's more than just readings. We actually talk about these things, and you learn from them, would be really powerful for you. It doesn't have to be my group, but a group where they talk about this. I think Veronica has a healing circle as well. She does a healing every week on this very page. But where you can, get more consistent answers on here. I love your questions. So first of all, we're here to make mistakes, guys. And what I want to say, Casey, in regards to this, because I think a lot of people are afraid of this, is that, first of all, you're not going to hell. Okay, you're not going to hell. Hell is not a place. Heaven and hell, we define them in human terms, is actually just a state of being. Okay, we create our own heaven and hell every day, don't we? We get ourselves into something. Let's say we get into a relationship, or we say something that's unkind to someone, or we buy something we shouldn't have bought and then we can't pay for it, and we get ourselves in a version of hell, right? Or we find ourselves in a wonderful relationship or situation and we feel like we're blissful and we're in heaven. So first of all, you don't need to worry, Casey, there's no punishment that's going to happen to you for wrongdoings to others, okay? But we do hold ourselves accountable in spirit. Vibrationally, we are held accountable, okay? Karma is something we actually invoke upon ourselves. It's very difficult to explain. And again, this is lessons, learning, and readings on here. So this is the perfect place to ask this. However, I won't spend as much time on it as I would in my mastermind group, for example, or in private readings, just because we don't have the time with everyone here. But I think your question serves everyone very well. Karma is an interesting thing because karma is a reflection of our soul's own awareness of what we have done or have not done. And whether we recognize it here in this world when we're incarnated, or whether we recognize it once we return to spirit, everything in the universe, in all levels of heaven and existence, must always remain in perfect balance. And this means, let's say, for example, you steal something from someone, you steal a relationship from someone, or you steal money from someone, or you steal an item from someone. The universe is the great balancer. And so what will automatically happen is, you will have something taken from you. It's the balancer. Somehow the same thing you'll experience it. And it depends on your own sense of consciousness as to what level that happens. But let's say you recognize that right away and you return that item, or maybe it's an item you can't return anymore, or money you can't return anymore, but you find someone in need and you go ahead and you sort of repay that energy, because everything is energy. Okay, then that takes care of that karma. But the karma is not about punishment. The karma is about everything being in balance, right? So that's why even like coaching clients I've had that have stolen thousands of dollars from me, they signed a contract, they did this and that, they did all the coaching, and then they didn't pay. There's not really much I need to do about that, because eventually that's either going to happen to them in their businesses or in their life somewhere along the line. Like, I don't have to go out of my way to be mean. I can hold them accountable, and sometimes I do. But I don't have to go out of my way to be mean and create my own karma, because they've already created their own karma. So in your case, first of all, self-forgiveness, awareness is the first key, and you've already done that. That's the first step, okay, in balancing that karma. And then self-forgiveness is going to be the second step, right? That acceptance. So if you have to go back and take notes on this or listen to this, look at the timestamp on here, 39 minutes. You can take these instructions, okay? These are directly from spirit, and I've been coaching this for over 15 years and it works, okay? But just, acceptance, the awareness of it, and then the acceptance and the self-forgiveness of it is important. And then what action steps do you feel you need to balance that out? Sometimes the only action, Casey, that needs to happen actually is the realization of the mistake and learning from it. And your very next action to correct that and treat others differently dissolves the karma. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. Any of that you have that is left over in residual, yes, in another lifetime, your soul and your soul's free will choose opportunities for you to balance that energy out because it's best for you and everyone. Okay. So sort of a wordy answer, but I hope that helps you and that answers your question. Okay. Don't forget, you guys can find me on the banner down there. If you want to do more of this, I have masterminds that work on exactly this thing. If you want to go in more in depth, Casey, but I think that's a pretty good answer for you right now. And I think you know what to do with that. All right. Let's see here. I've got 20 minutes left. Let's see. Let's see. Melissa says, my first Father's Day without my dad. I love your dad. Reading for your dad was amazing, Melissa. Thank you for teaching me to recognize the signs he's still with me. You're welcome, Melissa. I am so glad that helps, guys. That's why I do this. That's amazing. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to star a couple of these guys. I'm going to be real quick right now. I'm going to try to get through a few of these really quick so I can get to as many people as possible today. So please forgive me. Let's see. And then Ward and Alan, I think you guys have some great questions down there. I'll try to get to because I've got 19 minutes. Woo woo. All right. A reading from Spirit. Tanya, is there anything in particular that you want to know? And then I will get to you, Ward, and I'll try to get to Ward and Sharon and Alan. Thank you, Katie, for your feedback. I'm going to try to get to you too as well. Okay. Let's see how efficient Larkin can be since Spirit wants her to be efficient here. We'll see how I do with this. All right. Tanya, is there anything in particular that you're wanting to know? Is that sort of it is a general question, which is fine. Spirit guides can come in with messages for you, but if you have something in particular that you want to know, I'm trying to be efficient for people here. That's great too. Okay. Wow. All right. So we have letting go and stillness. Let's see here. Hey, Sharon. I know, Sharon. I see you. I have you starred. I'm going to try to get to, guys, I'm not kidding you. I'm going to try to be quick here because I want to try to tap into as many of you as I can. I'll be back at the same time again tomorrow. And I have live readings. I have to do Angels in Action still. Susie and I didn't get to do this today. I'm going to do tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'll be on more this week. All right. So let's see. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Lauren. I starred you, but I didn't mean to get rid of Tanya. Hold on, Tanya. Wait a minute. Shoot. Wait, hold on, Tanya. I'm going back up here. A reading from Spirit, I think, is what you were asking for. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I tried to star him and I clicked him on his head. So, Tanya, since you didn't give me anything more specific, I'm going to share with you what is coming through just from Spirit guides and the cards that they drew for you. I get courage and letting go for you right now. Whoops. There we go. It's hard when this is reversed. So I get courage and letting go. This is really, really powerful, actually. If you can see this one because of the light here. What they're showing me is there's some old energy that you're needing to let go of right now. And so in order to do that, you're going to have to dig down. They're showing me some inner work here. So I don't know if immediately they're jumping in and they're saying there's so many ways in which you can help and support yourself in this process. You know, walking, journalizing, yoga classes, things like that. They're telling me there's some things that need to come up from within you that you are unaware of. And there is some underlying truths that would be very helpful to you that your reality of truth and the way you're looking at some situations in your life right now and some transitions that will come out when we do this, when you do this. Okay. Letting go, they're saying, takes a lot of courage, which is why they gave me both of these cards at the same time for you. Tanya, they're actually showing me that that actually, even if you're not feeling like you need the courage, that as you start letting go process and really digging down with old energies, like old energies, they're like, you are ready to become a new version of yourself. And there's some old energies that are going to take courage to let go of, some old self beliefs that you have that are part of who you identify as being, old, you know, relationships and things from the past that are going to require the energy itself to be released, because there's a new future and reality that's wanting to come in. I actually see a big doorway opening up for you right now. I see an arch and then like a big doorway with my third eye that is energetically opening for you. And in order for you to pass through it, you're going to have to find out what it is you need to let go of. It looks to me like it's a lot of mental and emotional energy that were just stored in like beliefs and habits and things like that. If you are unaware of those and you're sitting there thinking, that doesn't sound right, know that your spirit guides have been knocking on your door wanting to get through this to you, because they want you to be ready for, you know, the new version of yourself. And in order for the things you want to manifest, you have to be that new version of yourself. So even if things feel fine and okay for you right now, trust me, if you dig deep down and you find the courage and the letting go, you're going to be like, oh yeah. And what I'm actually seeing is there's going to be a lot of emotional release there, which is why I think they're suggesting, you know, journaling, yoga class, things like that, that's going to help release that energy, because you have a lot of new wonderful things coming your way, and you've got to make room for it by letting go first. Okay. The courage part, you might not realize till after you get off of here and you start the letting go process. It's going to actually take you a lot of courage, but you're going to come out on the other side like literally a whole new version of yourself. And that's really exciting. They're showing me, you know, maybe like a real challenging, like 12 to 14 weeks of that process. It might have to be, you know, several times, you know, weeks that you really have to go through this process. But then you're going to like clear the horizon, and you just have a new version of yourself that you can feel is in there just waiting to get out, that's going to emerge. And with that, a lot of new and fun things are going to be showing up in your life. Okay. So this is really optimistic. I love this. Tanya, take this with you. I hope that you are going to enjoy this and do something with it. Again, guys, spirit guidance never is wrong. So go, you know, do what you can. Let's see here. And oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. All right, guys, let me scroll up. I'm going to try to get through these. I got 12 minutes. Let's see what I can do. Thank you, Tanya, for letting me read for you. All right, let's see. Let's do Katie. All right. Michigan, Cindy. Yes, I love it. Oh, I love that we have people from all over the world here, guys. I love that. Love that. Love that. Hi, Anne-Marie. Welcome. Oh, I'm so excited, Anne-Marie, that you're going to do Meet Our Spirit Guides. Guys, don't forget, if you want to meet your spirit guides, I only allow 10 to 15 people, and it's June 29th. So if you want to meet your spirit guides, it's a 2-hour event that I'm hosting on the 29th of June. I do it once a month. It's 2 hours long. We go over if we have to. And you literally get to meet at least one of your spirit guides. It's super fun. Hi, Denise Whitney. It's a special week for you. Fantastic. All right. Guys, I will be back here at the same time tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going like super quick today, just to try to be efficient. I want to at least give as many of you as I can something. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, Katie, I have some uncertainty. I have the uncertainty card that just came up for you. The butterflies actually, is on there? Yep, butterflies on there. Look at this beautiful cards. Uncertainty came up there. And then purity, that's referring to your purity of heart here. and happiness popped out. Now remember, guys, happiness is a frame of mind. It's not, your soul is joyful. Happiness, your mind can be happy or unhappy. You're not expected to be happy all the time, okay? But the outcome of this, getting through uncertainty, which I don't know if you were here in the beginning, Katie, but the message that Spirit gave me today to share with all of you for wisdom was trust. And I know it brought that through 2 weeks ago as well, but it was really trusting that everything is working out for you no matter what. Okay. This card and your spirit guides are coming through and saying, you know, they're even in uncertainty, that it's really important to trust that things are working out for you. You can't always know exactly what's going to be happening or how it's going to be working. But what it's showing me is that you're either in the middle of some uncertainty right now, or that uncertainty is going to be showing up for you sometime in the near future, probably the next 8 to 12 weeks. There'll be some uncertainty showing up in your life. And their guidance there for that is it's okay. Sit with it, be at peace with it, and trust. Remember in the beginning, guys, I said when Spirit comes through with wisdom, it's for everybody and everybody needs it, whether you get a reading or not. This is part of what that's talking about, okay? So you need to trust through the uncertainty that either is there right now or that is coming up for you, and to relax and to trust, okay? Remember, as Spirit was sharing in the beginning, no matter how things appear, okay, it doesn't mean you can draw an accurate conclusion. And as a human with an ego, we always want to know, how is it going to turn out? What's going to get me what I want? What it needs to be happening a certain way. And that's not really how it's working. In Spirit, where everything is energy, in the quantum world, which you are in 7.8 times a second, you're in the quantum world. You know, from our perspective, really everything is uncertain. And so, you know, go with that flow. Get comfortable, they're saying. Right now, they're saying to me, get comfortable with the uncertainty. And that's part of going to be what the lesson is getting comfortable with the uncertainty and replace it with trust. Okay. From that, your outcome is going to be happiness along with your joy. Okay. So this is very important. Yes, that's right. Exactly. You don't know, but yes. It will happen when it is supposed to. That's right. Exactly. Trust in divine timing. Trust in your spirit team. Okay. And as long as you are in alignment, the most important and powerful thing you can do is stay in your center. Okay. When you stay in your center and you stay aligned and you reduce the resistance with surrender and acceptance, what happens is you align in that stillness, you align in presence, and the uncertainty passes more quickly and things work out for you. Okay. This is very important. Let's see here. All right, here, let me scroll back up and get the next Cindy. Actually, Cindy, if you just go to Larkin Psychic Medium Spiritual Interpreter page, which is scrolling on the banner down there, that's my Facebook page. So I'm definitely on there. And my website is also listed on there. It's larkinsreadings.com. But if you just find me on my Facebook page, yeah, it should definitely... yeah, so my readings and events are all pinned to the top of my Facebook page. But if you just like or follow that page, then you can connect with me there. And my Facebook page or my website is larkinsreadings.com. A lot of that I invite people to individually. And so you can find out more from me there. But that's the best place to start. Okay. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know. Let's see. So stop questioning every little thing. Yes. Stop questioning every little thing. That's what they mean by trust. That's what they mean by trust. Okay. So get in your center. You don't have to question everything. Just get in your center. Okay. Get in your center, be still, and you're going to be amazed at what comes to you. All right. Let's see here. That's awesome. And Katie, I'll be back here tomorrow, and keep me posted. Again, guys, if you want to follow up and connect, you can always find me on my Facebook page. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just draw you 2 cards here. I got 6 minutes to get people through. Let's see what I can do. Let's see who I can get to. Guys, if I don't get you today, please know that I'll be back here at the same time tomorrow, okay? And I also have to make up my angels in action this week. So if you like and follow my Facebook page, you'll be able to see all my posts, including when I'm on Find Me a Medium. And Veronica has more amazing readers on here every day. Okay, let's see here. Oh my goodness, Sharon. We got the dragonfly, which is super powerful. That's change and playfulness. So I'm going to actually put playfulness first. Playfulness first and then change. Okay. This is because as a manifestation coach, I can attest to this. What your spirit guides are telling me is you need to be a little more lighthearted and lighten up. Lighten up and fly higher. Be more playful. Don't take life so seriously. Okay. As you introduce more playfulness, what are you actually doing? You're actually raising the vibrational frequency, your frequency. Okay. And as you do that, you're going to allow for change in your life. Okay. You have a lot of, your pain body feels heavy right now. Okay. From too much serious focus and emotional, like negative emotions and worry and concern and overthinking. So in order to create change, what your spirit guides are showing me right now is that you need to replace some of that with playfulness and lightheartedness. So in other words, you might say, boy, it would be nice if, wouldn't it be fun if, find as many ways as you can, Sharon, to be playful, to be lighthearted, to have fun, to laugh, to do things you enjoy. And bit by bit, this is going to help to align you and to lighten up your pain body. But please understand that this can take a while. It's a process, okay? But you have to start somewhere. So change is on its way as long as you start implementing playfulness. And that's what your spirit guides are encouraging for you right now, okay? All right. Thank you for letting me read for you. I got 4 minutes, so I'm going to move on. Sharon, you got this. That's a powerful message from spirit. Even though it's short, it's powerful. Let's see here. Ward, could it be that a person transmits unconscious thoughts as energy? In this way, a medium receives the information? Yes, absolutely. I do that all the time, guys. When I tell people that I read people's thoughts, it's not that I try to. I don't try to read people's thoughts. I don't want to read people's thoughts. It's tiring and annoying. But what happens is our thoughts are actually outside of our head, not just in our mind. And, everything is energy. So our thoughts are actually shared. So eventually, if you're thinking something and they're not kept totally private, people are going to pick up on those thoughts. You might not even know it. You're just becoming aware of picking up on that. So yes, you can pick up on unconscious thoughts. Most of people's thoughts that I pick up on that I don't even want to be picking up on, they just are loud and I can't help but notice them, are people's unconscious thoughts, which is why if I walk up to them and I say, wow, comment on their thoughts, they would say, that's not what I'm thinking. And usually they don't even know the thoughts that I'm aware of they're thinking until days, weeks, or months or years later, because it's in their unconscious mind, right? Or their subconscious. So yes, that's absolutely true, Ward. It's very, very true. That's a very good observation, actually. And it's a great question. Okay, let's see here. Denise, what do you mean by your center? Okay, great question. So that's something, unfortunately, I do a lot of in my metaphysical mastermind group and with my coaching clients. So you might not know what that means. It's hard to explain in short time. But when we're focused on everybody else's opinions and what we're worried about and what we need to get done, and our thoughts are scattered and we're always looking outside of ourselves for validation and things, we're not in our center, right? We're easily influenced by other people. We make our choices based on the outcomes we think might or might not happen. Being in our center means we're learning to be present. We start to listen to our intuition. We learn to be more confident in ourselves and our own decisions. And it takes practice. It's not something we do overnight. But we can tell when we're more centered because we feel more at peace. We feel more joyful and fulfilled. We don't feel as anxious or nervous about, doing things. We don't feel pressure from other people's opinions as to choose our behavior. So it takes practice. But just today, you can get off of here and just start asking yourself, okay, when do I feel more at peace, more confident, more like things are working out for me? That will be when you feel more centered, when you feel more anxious to please people and pressured and caring about people's opinions and more indecisive. That's when you're out of your center. Okay. So hopefully that helps answer your question. Guys, I've got like 15 seconds left. Denise, hello. Thank you for joining me. There are so many people I did not get to. But I will be on at the same time tomorrow. Again, if you'd like to connect further with me for coaching or readings or masterminds, my Facebook page is on the banner there. Also, Veronica has amazing readers every day of the week. If you'd like more free online readings or to participate in her healing sessions, this is an amazing page. I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for letting me read for you and joining me today. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone, or good morning, good afternoon.